I have met somebody.
Okay.
I did love him,
Okay.
but I did think about like, okay, this man wants to have like multiple like women in the bedroom, and like he must not, like that's not love. Like I don't know if he really loves me.
Hi, I'm James with Daily Mail, and I'm here with the beautiful and wonderful Crystal Hefner.
I think in the beginning he was very magnetic and powerful. I admired that he created an empire, but
Yeah.
thinking back to how he built it, you know,
Yeah.
then it kind of falls apart. Like the first playmate was Marilyn Monroe, and she never got a dime.
What would have happened, in your opinion, if Hef were alive when Me Too swept society?
It's really interesting, and I've thought about this because Me Too happened literally like the month after Hef passed away. Like,
Yeah.
like he left the earth just in time. I feel that the mansion was so unique and couldn't be replicated. It was like this weird social experiment in its time, but I don't know how he would have held up during the Me Too stuff. You know, I protected Hef for so long. That was a time before Me Too, and so many things that I thought were okay and they just weren't. And I felt like I was done protecting this narrative that he created for so long, and just wanted to tell the truth. I just try to mold myself into the perfect woman that Hef wanted. You know, beauty is subjective.
Yeah.
So I just try to make myself into exactly what he wanted specifically. The two hardest topics in the book are sex and death. So I think those were the hard things. I think he was scared because he didn't talk about it much. The thing about sex is that he did talk about it a lot. He wasn't that good at it, to be honest.
And you never had sex with him alone?
I was too afraid because he's used to this some kind of show or some kind of circus up there. So like, just be like, that's not enough.
The Playboy mansion appeared on the outside like it was all fun and games. When did you stop having fun?
Pretty quickly.
Huh.
When I gained an extra few pounds from, you know, room service from the kitchen, and Hef told me I needed to tone up, and started critiquing what I look like. So it kind of changed fast.
And how many years is that? Or is that a year?
Probably the first year, and like, oh, this is not entirely what it seems, because, you know, Playboy to me and to the world is a place of like freedom and expression.
Yeah.
And it started feeling like the opposite. I feel that people are trying to put something on me that, you know, doesn't really apply because of other things going on. It's not like we went out to like bars really or anything like that. Like, people would come to the mansion, and so many girls would come to the mansion, and so many girls would just be like all over Hef and wanting to go upstairs. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, then yeah, there's plenty of I watched a recent interview. This girl named Amanda, she's like, why didn't you let me up there, Crystal? And all I wanted to do was beep Hef. I'm like, oh my God. I got very triggered. Like, if I was dating someone and they started talking about like what I look like or my body or you're this or you're that, and I'm just like, whoa, wait. Like, tell me things that have nothing to do with what I look like. So it was triggering for a while. I've been helping, you know, a lot of people along the way. You know, I had my plastic surgery reversed, and I've had lots of women reaching out to me about that. And I talk a lot about like self-worth and value, and I think it's appreciated. I think my story is a good story. I learned a lot, and I'm really happy with where I am today, like having actual freedom.